training for searches and things, right? And all I hear Q and Draw is like, we'll address that later. So it's like, but wait, hold on, I'm confused. But then at the end they turn, like it went from anti this to suddenly pro that, and then all, it just, man, all of it was so fucking strange. Oh yeah, hell of a handbasket, absolutely. I figured that later on, and it takes like 6 months, right, or something to usually get those going, 5013Cs. But here's my thing, right? Right now you have him doing like a ha-ha, like Scotchy's doing over. He wants to get to 10,000 subs so he can start rolling his own fundraisers, right? And he's telling you, literally, laugh when you hear the smirking his voice. I'm gonna do it as a ha-ha. Like, dude's got a real problem with women, for starters. We've already addressed this, seen it in video after video, and a year-long rant fest from that dude. Any woman he's pissed off at or feels has done him whatever the fuck type of way. But, you can hear the smirk. Like, he wants to get there. It's like a ha-ha, right? But he's like, I'm a capitalist by far, ain't that his word? It doesn't even make any sense. It's the stupidest sounding thing I've ever heard. I'm a capitalist by far. Anyway, but, yeah, he's over begging lately. I need 10K subs so I can do fundraisers. Yeah, on more missing children. That then as soon as you do the fundraiser, you're going to be like, no, everything come in my room. It belongs to me. Fuck that. And then I never got proof, like, alright, with the raffle, there's very much audio. I think TM has it, others have it, where the shirt thing goes down, right? And I'm like, but only if 100% of it goes to Civis and Summer's reward fund, right? Well, they auctioned that shit the fuck off. To who, where, what? I don't know. Never would come pick up the fucking shirt either. And I got receipts for that shit too, motherfuckers. So anyway, they never provided proof. Anybody ever see receipts that was sent to Civis? For Summer? And then they said they refunded those people the raffle money, but it was taking place behind the scenes somewhere with somebody, right? Because hell, they even kept that shit from me. They kept it out of public view. So they were obviously aware to some extent what was legal and what was not. Right? And they say they refunded people their raffle shit, but who knows what was actually taken from people. Then at this point, you start seeing people all across the place, and I noticed chat would be cleansed, right? People come in, and they were starting to be like, man, my bank's getting hacked, this is happening, that's happening, money's, and so they were into their shit, dude. But I never once saw proof that, and I still can't figure out, dude, why it is that there were some tickets for $2. It was like $2 and $5 or $5 and $10. But I think it was $2 and $5 or something. And I only knew that in hindsight. Like, God, it was a lot to keep up with and try to go back to and figure out. And hell, I was there watching most of it. It's like, what the fuck? I'm trying to catch up. But that shows you where it was taken. Like, I thought it would be out in the open. Right? And I kept watching for him to start it. but I never seen it. And then the next thing I know, Q and live one night, it's like, okay, well, I mean, it was very quick, but I was there and heard it, and it was just a second type thing. Yeah, everything's done, raffle's done, we'll catch up with you something, whatever. To the audience, and that was it. The only mention that it had started again, I was like, what? And so, yeah, and then I had to start pestering for days. I was like, hey, nobody's gotten in touch with me. Hey, Chase. Hey, Penny. No, do y'all want this? Like, and I should have known. My gut, like, they didn't even ask me before I started at raffle what the shirt looked like. They didn't care what it was, anything, man. I had to send them a fucking picture of it. And the reason I sent them a picture that you'll now see featured, and here's how you know BK is involved in this, right? And that what I'm saying is true about him being in the background the whole fucking time. Now, I was not in touch with BK. I know for a fact Heath is now. But lately, what you see when they tried to do that fucking bullshit with the shirt thing again is, well, BK puts up the exact picture of the shirt, right? That's hella interesting. Which I know that's got part to do with him and Gavel and all them and the bullshit cycle that kicked in with Scotchy Breaches past month, Shay, Crystal, all that crap in the Discord and whatever. But, he puts a picture of the motherfucker. So anyway, thing is, it was like, well, why are they not even asking what the shirt looks like? Aren't these people there? Nope. I had to push that, and then I had to be like, well, here's what the shirt looks like, and I did it pretty quick, so I just grabbed a Google image, and then I sent it, and then in the end, like, I had to stand there and pester. I was like, hey, who's picking up a shirt? Who won it? Do I need to send it? Somebody else need to send it? It wouldn't answer, wouldn't reply, shit. And so I tested it, like little water stuff, trying to trigger, set them off, because, yeah. And, you start asking little questions, right? And I'm trying not to set off Hurricane Camille in the background. Like, hey, girl, that phone email, but I've been obviously seeing it taking up money. Where's the money from that? Where's this going? Well, I'll help streamline this. And then I'd ask PFizz, and I'd ask whatever, and then Q was ignoring me straight out in chats and everywhere else, and wouldn't get back to me, and all this other shit, man. And then, it was just, I knew, and it was little ways of testing the waters. It was like, yep, this whole last thing has been a fucking flying ass con. These motherfuckers have just took. And here's the thing, and during that period I was talking to Candace. And they kept trying to get me after the waiver thing. Right? To message Candace and get her somewhere. I'm like, no, ain't gonna happen. And I was like, not even if. Hell in a handbasket, it is strange. But I was the one, I was like, well, hell, I can do some good for summer, right? So in that, middle of that live, and you could hear it, I was like, well, if Chase is auctioning off his candle, and I think it might have been the one that had Tiffany Marie's face on it, and then Summers, I don't remember which candle he used, I can't remember. But there was supposed to be a bunch of items, and they were talking like there's a bunch of items to be auctioned off. And I mean, honestly, we're in a true crime field here, right? And at that time, I thought this was like true crime. No, and I didn't realize exactly what I was quite in the middle of yet. But, have you seen like the people that collect shit, right? I'm well aware of them. We all are. Y'all know that to be true. Y'all see the people that buy artwork and stuff from, you know what I mean, right? They collect things around true crime. I know those exist. Let's all be honest, they do exist. And something like that can fetch a pretty decent penny. And I thought, well, if it can, and it can help some freak out there, you know. But I'm one of those, it's like, man, I'm very nostalgic where it concerns certain things. And it broke my soul to, even offer that up, but it was like, if it helps Summer, man, if it goes to this reward, but unfortunately, it's not the way anything turned out, right? So that's why, hell in a handbasket, hell, I got people here and that, like, messaging me, like, can I have a clipping of your hair? You know what I mean? Probably go, like, sell my toenail clippings or something on Amazon. These people are wild. Everything. And trying to figure out, and it's like, well, if I could help Summer. And it's on one of the lives. It's like, if this could help Summer, then, And I told him, I was like, 100% goes to that Civics Reward Fund. Never seen receipts that everything was either refunded to whoever the hell did the raffle stuff. I've never seen receipts that the money raised went to Civics either for whatever the fuck they truly raised for that. I don't even know where in the hell behind the scenes the raffle was taking place other than through emails and shit. Because it was not open, not even to me. I don't know, those spiders and stuff that Manson had, those are pretty cool, y'all. I think it was Manson, right, that made the spiders and things. But now they go around buying, like, Gacy shit, or Manson's a little different in that, well, he's like these assholes, right? He mentally fucked people to do his dirty work for him. The others, like, what were their names? Pinky and I don't know, a couple others that did all that shit for him. Cult leader there. And you can look at it, I still can't figure out every time I see a clip. I'm like, how the hell would this guy talk anybody into anything? But then, shit, I'll tell you, this walking YouTube, I get it now, I get it. And then over the past 4 or 5 years, right, watching the public and the age of misinformation and Kool-Aid drinking, oh, I get it. But then you gotta remember that too was the 60s and there was acid and Quaaludes involved. So it probably made it a little easier to mindfuck people, I don't know. Oh dear. Yeah, that's exactly it, RS. You'll never know the true totals, but to say they didn't touch the fucking money like P. Fizzler, I didn't touch the money! Girl, he did. You also, those videos, and you can, I like how she ain't throwing out the sheets there, right? She throws out the one that says I give permission, but that was supposed to go into a fucking account for my kids, man, it's locked. And that's my material in my videos, right? But now she's like, nah, she said I could monetize them on my channel. Look, here's permission that I'm sure she's going to try to throw out to YouTube too when I eventually tap her ass for it. But I've let them remain, as that way it shows law enforcement exactly how far she's going to go and, give them enough rope, right? And here she is on live not too long ago, just days ago, a couple weeks ago, being like, JodiSue did give me permission here. So there's the lie. There's the piece I know doesn't exist. And I know by this point when I'm talking to her and calling in Discord that the Discord room's already turned over to the FBI. Had been since the hotel room, and that they were listening and watching. So every call, everything is, so she can put up receipts for YouTube and clip that, but see, I've got the full fucking conversations, and the FBI does too. So she's lying to you all, but that ain't gonna work on feds. Ain't gonna work. And so there she is, actively lying and keeping money from those vids instead of putting it into an account that's locked.